Oh, now see, now they're sending more dudes in. Wait, what's that? What just hit me there? So one thing good about having this much armor is you can do shit like that in heroic and not have to worry too much about it. It's one of the reasons why I do like this build, even if you don't put out as much. I can't talk shit. I mean, look at this. We're just fucking. Just kind of do whatever I want to do here. Oh, I got lucky there. Just about had your ass. What's up, agents? Hope you guys are all doing extremely well, staying safe out there. So I'm bringing you an interesting new build today, way outside of the meta. What we're doing today is we are doing a pistol build, and it is not a shield-based pistol build. What we're doing is we're using the new card named pistol in conjunction with the Technician Amped perk to be able to only use 4 yellows and still maintain constant skill tier 6 without having to proc it through any sort of overcharge. Let's go ahead, take a look at the build. So obviously we're using the Technician, which gets us the Amped, and the Faraday Field, which means that our skills do not go down as long as we're within the field. We don't get shocked or disrupted. The basis of this is still the Hardwire set, and we are taking advantage of the 4 pieces as well as the Short Circuit. Quickly to go through it, 2 pieces gives us the skill haste of plus 15%, 3 pieces gives us 15% skill damage and 30% repair skill. We're using both of those in this build. And then the 4th gives us the feedback loop. Whenever you use or cancel a skill, your other skill's cooldown is automatically reduced by 30 seconds while increasing total skill damage and repair by 10 seconds, or by 10% for 20 seconds. Normally, feedback loop can only occur once every 20 seconds, but since we're using the backpack with Short Circuit, we can decrease the feedback loop cooldown from 20 seconds to 10 seconds. We are taking advantage of the BTSU Gloves for the skill haste and the repair skill. The main thing is the transference overclock. We get 15% Hive skill haste per skill tier. Since we're at skill tier 6, that's 90% additional skill haste. Also, detonating the Hive refreshes all of our skill cooldowns and grants an overcharge for 15 seconds. Also, if we're running in a group, this applies to all of our allies. To note, this is primarily a group build that I created for the summit, but it translates over to solo play rather well. Also, just to note, allies cannot receive the benefit again for 120 seconds. I don't know why it says allies. Nobody can benefit from it again for 120 seconds, including ourselves. And then the one high-end piece we're using is a China Light. I'm going to just go over the quick 2 variations. When I'm running solo like I am right now, I use China Light with Skilled, so that each one of my skill kills has a 25% chance to reset my skills. So this one we're running with skill haste, skill damage, and a skill haste mod. Now the alternative, when I'm running in a group, I get a massive amount of additional repair skill that affects the entire team, plus we have the 10% skill damage. And I run Empathic Resolve in the group. Repairing an ally increases their total weapon and skill damage by 3 to 15% for 20 seconds, 1 to 7% if self, and notice effectiveness increased by your skill tier. So what that means is when we're at skill tier 6, we're buffing the team 13% and ourselves 6%, and during the overcharge, it buffs it up to the 15 and the 7% as applicable. So I tried running Empathic Resolve solo, and it's It's simply, I do much better. I put out significantly more damage overall by running skilled to make sure that I have mines that much more often. In this iteration right here, the solo version, you see we got 290,000 healing. And our cluster mines do 2.4 million. We also have a cooldown of 31.7 seconds, which means when we take hardwire into account, there's a 1.7 second gap layover. But you got to consider that when you throw out your mines, usually it takes a second or two for them to deploy, so usually this is not even a consideration. And quickly to show you what it looks like if we run with the Empathic Resolve version, if we do this, that puts us at 340,000 healing, and we actually still do 2.45 million damage with the Seeker Mines. So while it does look like this is actually the better one, remember, Skilled keeps those Seeker Mines coming back over and over and over again. So you actually do more damage consistently running with Skilled than the Empathic Resolve, but do note the numbers are higher when you look at it on the paper here. And let's quickly go over the weapons. I'm using an M249 with InSync. And this is also what we're running on our card. We'll get into a sec. Hitting an enemy grants 15% skill damage for 5 seconds. Using a skill or damaging an enemy with a skill increases the weapon damage for 5 seconds. And if we have both active at the same time, that doubles it. So that's 30% skill damage and weapon damage. On my secondary, I'm running a FAMAS 2010 with Reformation. This is primarily when I'm with the team. This can help me to boost the healing up significantly. And the main guy that we're using that brings this all together is the TDI Custom. So notice the +1 skill tier. We also rolled in sync so that I can maintain the maximum damage. And so what running this card with the +1 skill tier and the Technician with the Amped allows us to do, you'll notice on the backpack, we've rolled 170,000 armor. And on the knee pads, we've also rolled 170,000 armor. So you'll notice that actually the attributes on here, I could have 3% more skill damage if I got a perfect roll. And on this guy, we could get up to 2.2% more repair skill. This is less important on this one, but I would like to get some knee pads with some higher skill damage. So that's basically all there is to it. One thing to note is when I'm fighting the big dudes, I tend not to use the card. What I do is I suck it up, I drop down to skill tier 5, I rip out the M249, and I use that machine gun to take down the big dudes. The card just doesn't do enough damage fast enough, and I feel like it takes way too long. Now, I know that this is going to end up being trickier than most because...
Watch out.
Weapons free! Weapons free!
Last. I gotta deal with that fucking dog first. And if you guys are in this situation, deal with the dog first. Didn't drop it fast enough because my dude's a cunt. Alright. That's the way it goes.
System back online.
Let's do a little of this real quick. Dude, did each of those do 586 damage? Is that what I just saw? Amazing. now see, now they're sending more dudes in. Wait, what's that? What just hit me there? So one thing good about having this much armor is you can do shit like that in heroic and not have to worry too much about it. One of the reasons why I do like this build, even if you don't put out as much. I can't talk shit. I mean, look at this. We're just fucking. Just kind of do whatever I want to do here. Oh, I got lucky there. Just about had your ass. Hardwire. Below. Dude. Alright, last try. There we go. So the only thing that sucks about this build is the big dudes like this, because it's just like they just take so much. And this is one of the few times when I generally will just, instead of using the card, I'll just whip out the LMG. Just do one of these. Just because otherwise these guys take so long to take down. Plus it's kind of fun, okay, whose heals work better? Good shit a second ago, weren't you, bud? Well, what's happening? What's happening to you? You're falling apart, literally. Alright, now that he's actually hurting, we'll go back to the pistol. Come on, bitch. Dude, reload your pistol, dude. Come on.
Files transferred.
This looks like.
Alright, agents. Thanks for checking this out. I know this build is far outside of the meta, but that's what I'm trying to do. I mean, there's enough videos on there how to do a lot of damage with an assault rifle, a lot of damage with an LMG. I like to think outside the box. So, if you think that this was worthwhile, if you enjoy these sort of builds, consider hitting that like button. If you guys haven't subscribed, I would really appreciate if you do. If you have any comments, any things you guys would like to see, any sort of ideas that you have, throw that down in the comments section. You guys can help me to bring better content to you guys. I don't care how experimental it is. I love trying new shit out. So go ahead, send that my way. Thanks for watching, agents. You guys be safe out there, and I'll see you all in the Dark Zone. Alright guys, we're going to do a quick solo run on a CP4 so you guys can see one of the areas where this build can start to fall a little bit short. It's great in a group, even with skilled, which we're using currently on the chest piece. Go right there. You guys will see it's still single target damage kind of sucks, and on heroic level they tend to dodge the Seeker Mines a bit. So there are better solo builds. But let's get into it. Let's see what this bad boy does. What I talked about, periodically I'll have to whip out the LMG instead of the pistol just to take care of some ads. See how often they just walk right out of the way. Watch this. Here we go. Okay, I guess I can't take cover behind the cover right here. All right. That totally makes sense. Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. Why would anybody ever take cover behind cover? See, look at that. Over and fucking over again. All right. Fuck it. We're just going to let them come to us. We'll focus on this. Is there even... All right. Hey, what does that? So that's look at that Seeker Mine. What is it doing, dude? So that Seeker Mine literally did nothing. It went over there and hung out next to him like it's his fucking buddy. All right, so this normally wouldn't be this stupid, but literally since the update, they shit the bed with the skills. Like, something is happening now. I don't know if they purposely want people to use skills less and shoot guns more. But, I mean, just watch this, guys. You guys see it. It's... Let's see about doing an overcharge to take care of these dudes over here. Huh. Okay. Well, that's obviously where I wanted to throw that shit. Again, hardwire, you know. Oh, that's why. Because we're up to almost 40 milliseconds of lag on my wired connection. So we should not be having any fucking problems at all. Now, don't get me wrong. That connection upload speed is actually only about a third of what it should be. It should be at about 21. But still, that's easily enough to be able to handle it. So that's not on my connection. That's all upon their servers. You know? And Ubisoft doesn't care if I have fucking 3 megabits or the 300 I have, if I'm wired or not. They're like, dude, you're still going to use our shitty fucking servers, so good luck with that. Alright. Oh, my dude can't walk over a fucking pipe. Whatever the fuck this is. Apparently my character is too stupid to walk over it, which is good, you know? I mean, we are a trained division agent. We learn to shoot guns, we never learn to walk. Dude, yeah. Dude, you can just see, I don't know if you guys can see, the game's just playing super rubber bandy. Like, there's no fucking coherent gameplay going on. It's just fucking, I think we must be getting like fucking 12 frames per second here or some shit like that. Because this is... You guys see, well, the one thing is that while the offense right here isn't doing incredible, the survivability is a whole different thing, right? Look at that. Okay, that's a fucking turret right there, dude. What the fuck? This, again, dude, like, they fucking... Now, this is just getting annoying at this point. And again, it's not because of the build. It's all Ubisoft. Or massive, or their massive inability to code correctly. I love how often these guys just perfectly roll out of the way of the fucking Seeker mines. And I don't know, you guys have encountered the rogue Seeker mines that seem to hit you no matter what, right? Yet, so the rogues get better Seeker mines than we get. Alright, let's try to drop this, because it didn't want to target it before. Okay, so, Ubisoft. What the holy fuck? You dickheads. And it fired. What the fuck? What the holy fuck? And look, he was standing in it and it missed him. He was literally standing in it and it fucking missed him. Standing in the explosion, I mean. Well, agents, after that bullshit, I think we need a couple drinks.